Jai Hind, dear children. Welcome to today's science class. I hope all of you are safe at home. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Fibre to Fabric. All of you have learnt about fibers and different types of fibers and different types of fabrics in class 6, no? So what are fibers? Fibers are long, flexible and thin thread-like structures which are used to make yarns, and these yarns are used for making or weaving clothes. There are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. The natural fibers can be obtained from plants and animals. Some of the natural fibers obtained from plants are cotton, jute, linen, etc. And the main natural fibers obtained from animals are wool and silk. These are obtained from animals like sheep, goat, camel and insects like silk moth, etc. In this chapter, we can study in detail about the fibers obtained from animals. Wool is obtained from the fleece or hair of certain animals like sheep, goat, yak, etc. And the silk is obtained from the cocoon of the insect silk moth. So, in this chapter, we can study in detail about how wool is obtained and processed from sheep and how the silk threads are obtained from cocoons of silk moth, which are used for weaving the saris. Okay. One of the main fiber obtained from animal is wool. Wool is obtained from sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. These animals have thick hairs on their body. Why do they have hairs? Have you ever thought of it? Hair traps a lot of air, and as air is the poor conductor of heat, hair keeps these animals warm, even in cold climatic conditions. Wool is made from these hairy fibers called fleece. See children, all of you have small hairs on your body and on your head, no? Do you find any difference between these two hairs? Hairs on our hands are soft and on the head are thick, no? Like that, the fleece of the sheep also has two types of hairs or fibers. One type is the coarse thick beard hair and the other is the fine soft under hair close to the skin. So these two hairs forms the fleece on the skin of sheep. The fine soft hairs are used for making woolen clothes and the coarse beard hairs are used for making carpets. Some breeds of sheep have only fine hairs. The parents of these breeds are selected to give birth to sheep having only soft hairs. And this process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offspring or next generation is called selective breeding. Wool can be obtained from certain animals only. Sheep are the common source for wool. But some animals other than sheep also produce wools. They are yak, goat, camel, alpaca, llama, etc. Yak wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Angora goats, which are found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. The wool obtained from it is called Angora wool. Kashmiri goats. The under feather of the Kashmiri goat is very soft and are used to make fine shawls called pashmina shawls. Fur on the body of camels are also used for making wool. The llama and alpaca are the breeds of camels found in South America and they yield wool. As sheep are the common source of wool, we can learn the process of obtaining hairs from the sheep and how it is processed into wool. The first thing is the availability of sheep. So for this, the sheep are reared. That is, the good quality breeds of sheep are selected and grown by providing them with good, better food and better care. Children, you may have seen in videos or photos or while traveling certain hilly areas like Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, etc. The shepherds taking herds of sheep for grazing, no? Usually, sheep prefer grass and leaves. Other than these, the sheep are fed with a mixture of pulses, corn, jowar, oil cakes and minerals for obtaining good quality wools. Some special breeds of sheep are reared in different parts of our country for obtaining wool. Each breeds are having fibers with different quality and texture. Some of the Indian breeds of sheep and quality of the wool is mentioned here. The sheep named Lohi provides good quality wool and are found in Rajasthan and Punjab. The next one is Rampur Bushehr, which provides brown fleece. It is found in Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh. And another one is Nali, which provides carpet wool and are found in Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab. And the next one is Bakarwal, which provides wool for shawls and are found in Jammu and Kashmir. The other one is Marwari, which provide coarse wool and are found in Gujarat. And Padanwadi, which provides the wool for hosiery, that means for socks, stockings, etc. and are found in Gujarat. Now, we can study how the fibers are processed into wool. The processing of fiber involves 6 steps. After this processing, we get the finished product of wool, which is used for knitting the sweaters and weaving the shawls. The 6 steps in the processing of wool are shearing, scouring, sorting, cleaning the burrs, dyeing and rolling. The first step in the processing of wool is shearing. The fleece of the sheep along with a thin layer of skin is removed from its body, and this process is called as shearing. For this process, some machines similar to those used by the barbers are used to shave off the hair of sheep. Nowadays, some modern equipments are also available for this process. The hair is removed during hot weather so that the sheep can survive without their protective hair during this season. The hair of the sheep grows again just as our hair does when our hair is cut. The next step in the processing of wool is scouring. The sheared skin with hair is thoroughly washed in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt, and this process is called as scouring. Nowadays, scouring is also done by machines in the factories. The third step is sorting. After scouring, the hair is sent to a factory where hair of different textures are separated or sorted. This process is called as sorting. The next step is cleaning of burrs. The small fluffy fibers are called burrs, which are picked out from the hairs. After this cleaning of burrs, the fibers are again scoured and dried and drawn into fibers. The next step is dyeing, that is giving colors to the fibers. The natural colors of the fleece is black, brown or white, and these fibers are dyed in various colors. The last step in the processing of wool is rolling. The dyed fibers are now straightened, combed and rolled into yarn. The longer fibers are made into wool for knitting sweaters, and the shorter fibers are spun or woven into woolen clothes. This is how the woolen threads are processed from fleece of sheep or other animals. Wool industry is an important means of livelihood for many people in our country. But they may face some occupational hazards because there may be some chance of causing a disease called sorter's disease. And this disease is caused by a bacterium called anthrax, which is commonly seen in animals. Okay children, I hope all of you have understood the topics that we have discussed today. Now read the textbook thoroughly 2 or 3 times and find out the answers for the questions given here. Okay, and complete the notes and submit it without fail. Okay, thank you.